Good morning, everybody. It is, well, it's a Monday in January, but this video is going to last forever, so that don't even matter. I was asked by a couple of the girls on the team to do a little video on the Media Center, which I absolutely love. So I figured I'd go ahead and do that today. So if you're not familiar with the Media Center, it is a service provided by Pure Romance. When you are a new consultant, you get it for free for 90 days. So you choose the date that you want your 90 days to start, but you essentially get 3 free months of using the Media Center, and it is well worth it. So after those 3 months, it's only $15 a month. But I've been in business now for almost 5 years, and it's a great way for me to be able to touch base with my clientele, and that's over almost 5,000 people, I think, at this point. So there's no way I could send out 5,000 emails from my Gmail account without getting flagged by spam filters and it just being nuts. So the Media Center, and oh yeah, I suck at graphic design. So the Media Center does all of that for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. Whee! So when you pop into the COO, this is what you see. Something that's going to be really important for you guys is to make sure you're utilizing the My Contacts feature so that all of your customers are actually in the COO so you can send out your Media Center blasts. What I've found that works for me is that after every party, I put all my customer connection cards into a spreadsheet with first name, last name, address, city, state, zip, phone number, email, birthday, the day I met them, and then I have a groups column where I can sort them into the different groups I would like to be able to filter them by in the future. So let's just say that so this girl, who shall remain nameless. So if you notice on the back of the customer connection cards, she circled a 10 for hosting a party and a 5 for becoming a recruit. So I'm gonna put her in a group that says hostess potential and a recruit group, because anyone that circles 3 or higher goes in recruit potential. I also have her in a group for her birthday, which is in September. So in that groups, I would say birthday September. And she actually was a past hostess, so it also put her in a group that said hostess past. And of course I have an all group that everybody goes into, so then it'll be all. And you'll get to see these more in just a hot second, how I actually set them up. So then when I have all those people, and I usually upload that spreadsheet twice a month because I usually send things out from the Media Center once or twice a month. So I usually import these people using this import contacts button. So you can, if you have them in your Gmail or your Yahoo, that's great. I keep them in this Excel file. It's a CSV, and it sorts them all for me. I'm not going to show you how to do that because I don't want all my customer information being on this video, because this will be on YouTube and I don't want people calling my girls because we ain't having that. So you can figure that out. I firmly believe in you that you can figure out how to import contacts. And it's just like any other mail merge that you've ever done before. And if you haven't done a mail merge, just come hang out with me for an afternoon and I will help you mail merge just about your thing. Thanks, fundraising background. All right, so then to utilize, and what's great is that these are all my groups now that are in my contacts database. So if I want to talk to everybody that spent money at my flash sale, I put all of those people in a group, because when the next flash sale comes around, I want to make sure, I think my computer just decided to eat it. Boop. That's not right. Let's refresh and see what happens. So when my next flash sale comes around, I want to be able to let them know, hey guys, I know you love the flash sale so much. Don't miss this next one. So, and I love that you can sort. So I have my big spenders in a group. You can search retail, total, lifetime retail. Anyone that sorted or bought Coochie, you can sort. If they're part of your VIP clientele, you can do that. So then you just hit search if I want to see who all my past hostesses were, and then you can drop them out into a spreadsheet so you can export them out. So, so that's cool. Okay, let's go to the Media Center. So under Marketing, Media Center, This is going to give you like a hot little, hey, this is what it's about. These are all the things you can do. $15 a month. Boom. So you're going to click this pink link right here. It's going to open in a separate window. It's going to bring you to this. Hey, look, it's my face. And then you're going to be like, oh my God, this media center is so awesome. So you can search by like social media tags. If you are looking for all those cute graphics that you've seen other people post and you want to like put your name and information on it, you can do that right here. So let's say that I just had a new consultant join, because I did. And I want to make, I'm going to search over here on the left-hand column by team. So that's great. So if you're like, wow, I want to make an announcement or new products, but I want to search by team. And boom, this is how I make those. Welcome, new consultant. Hey, congrats. Whenever you promote, I'm going to start making these too. Woohoo! You can make these Facebook timeline covers, so the pretty covers that go across the top of your event or your VIP pages. That's awesome. So social media posts are great. But let's talk about your newsletters, because that's something that I need to do this month. I typically send out my newsletters the first Wednesday of each month, but I was on the road the last week, so that didn't happen. So, and what's great is you can schedule them out. So I might make my newsletter today, but I'll have it actually send on Wednesday. And that way, I'll tell you why I do that. I do that because on Mondays, when people get into the office, the first thing they do is delete all the emails they got over the weekend. So that just pretty much ensures that no one's going to see my newsletter. But in the middle of the morning on Wednesday, people are just like this. And then my newsletter pops up and they're like, oh my God, it's Megan. I'm so glad she emailed me. I love her. But let's real quick, let's go to my library and I'll show you some of the other awesome features that you can use. So like, look, boom, these are the things I did. Welcome, people. I had a holiday drop-in. Ooh, okay, so let's look at this Founders Day sale card. So I created this when the Founders Day or the Founders Sale happened last month. So I don't know if you guys can see it. There's a button over here. Let me minimize me. Oh my gosh. Okay. So because I already sent it, it doesn't exist anymore. But when you create a new one, you can click like getting started. I can't tell. My video is over on the side. I don't know if you guys can see my face over there too. But the great thing is, if you go along the top half, you can click activity. So I sent this out to anyone that had ever said, I want to join Pure Romance over the past 4.5 years. So I also sent it to all my inactive consultants. So ladies who had joined the team, but for whatever reason had decided that, you know, Pure Romance, it wasn't the right time for them. So you can scroll down and you can see that I had there's probably 400 to 500 people on that list. 112 total views, 81 people. So a couple of those people looked at it multiple times. You can see that it peaked over here on the 16th, which is when I sent it on Tuesday the 15th. So that's when it peaked. And then you saw some other people checking it out. And then look, someone else checked it out over here. So that was pretty cool. Maybe those are people that took some time off and they just got back to the office. Oh my God, 840 recipients. So that's who that is. All right, I'm not going to let you guys see all those people's names. But then it tells you if it bounced, if anybody opted out, or if it got filtered by spammed. So 10% of 840 people saw it. Those aren't good numbers, but it's still more than probably, that's 81 people. That's probably more people than I actually called to let them know about the Founders Day sale. I did text a lot of people too. So I use the Media Center for more information, but then I also do call and text as like supplemental. And if you guys were watching the videos that they were filming yesterday from the Empowerment Summit, I get nervy about spamming people. But Dana Barish says that she'll send the same thing out 3 times and change the headline, like change the subject line each time, because if it sounds spammy, people will delete it. But maybe there's a different way of wording what the blast is about that gets people excited about it. I don't know. I just thought that was really kind of cool. So maybe I'll do that. And she sends them out like 1 a day for 3 days. So that was pretty cool. So let's see if we can just pull up the preview. And so this is what it looks like in your email box. I was able to customize it a little bit. I have it set up so my name and my information is at the bottom. And then when they click all of these, they should take me, if you can see down here, look right down here when I hover over this. So shop at Megan Meyer, party with Megan Meyer, join with Megan Meyer, and learn with Megan Meyer. So no matter what, if they, if they go across the top, they're gonna go straight to my Pure Romance website. So let's close out of here and start a newsletter. So we are going to make a newsletter. And we're going to go ahead and work on my team newsletter. So, let's go back to master library because that's what we need. So we're going to look for the one that says team newsletter down here at the bottom, January 2016. Customer newsletter January 16 is also awesome. That's how I touch all my people. So over 5,000 people get that every single month. It's amazing. So we're just going to click on that. We're going to click Get Started. And what I love is that the content is already built out. So the articles, I don't have to be creative and come up with those. Team newsletter. So you have to give it a specific title. And I always date mine. So especially if I'm using the same kind of template, if it's a call for action, if it's book a party, then I'll be able to know the last time I sent that one. Because if I sent, book a party in January and then next month I put the same exact image, nah. But if it's been a couple of years, chances are it's going to be people that haven't seen that template yet. And they're always putting new designs in here, which is awesome. So I give it a name and then it should bring up my newsletter. So it's great because you can choose which articles you want to include. You can have your own specific articles. I'm gonna go ahead and change this to Southern Romantics January team newsletter because I'm pretty sure that's what all of them. And that way when you're looking in your email box, this is the one she sent in January. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do all of this. Yay! Hold on, let me move my video. I don't know if you guys can see me moving this video, but it's in the Y. So you can change these images. Anything with a green arrow is like, yay, it's good to go. Anything now that I've added my stuff that's got a yellow exclamation point, it's like, you gotta fix it. I won't send it unless you fix it. And what's great is I can move these around over here on the right-hand side. So that way my not as professionally written content is interspersed with the amazing staff at Pure Romance that actually gets it done right. So it's not like great, Megan's crappy content or Megan's poorly written content or Megan's crappy images. It's like, great, okay. Or at least that's what I like to tell myself. So what I do is usually in another window, I have last month's newsletter open. I always send a copy to myself. And I just kind of use the same format. So I'll put, the team spotlight up here. That'll be my article 1, and I'll do recognition in article 2. Save the date's already here. So I'm going to add in our content or our dates that we need to save the date for. I'm probably going to add an image here, my little save the date. And because I've already uploaded it, it's already in this image bank. Whee! So there's my save the date image that I always use. So I can pop that in there, give it a little person, and that's good for my visual girls who are like, oh yeah, that's a thing I need to write in my calendar. The ones that are outdated, I'll take out, because this won't go out until the 13th, I'll take out this one that happened on the 6th, and I'll take out the thing that happened on the 3rd. The Empowerment Summit is still going strong, and they'll be back in South Carolina next week. So that's all available. And then I'll make sure I add my links in it too. Okay, so now let's pretend, I'm going to unclick my article so that everything's actually correct. Let's pretend that everything's good and it's ready to be sent out. So I can immediately share it to Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn. I should probably start posting my customer newsletter on LinkedIn. See, these are the things that I just don't always think about because my brain doesn't work. But this is where my money is. So my send email. So when you click on that, you can schedule it. So you can pick a date and a time. Now, something to remember is that these are all in West Coast time. So that's about a 3-hour time difference. So if you wanted to hit people's email boxes, excuse me, at 10 o'clock on Wednesday morning, you need to set it for 7 a.m. on Wednesday morning. If you're like, I wanted to hit 7 a.m. on Wednesday morning, you need to set it for 4 a.m. on Wednesday morning. So, and the best thing to do is after you use this a couple times, make sure you're checking the activity. Try sending things out on different days of the week. Don't do it all, like don't send a week's worth of stuff out at a time, but just kind of space out and just kind of look at the activity of when people see things. Jesus, I need all this tea this morning. And that'll tell you when people are actually looking at your stuff. So try different dates and times, figure out what your customers are looking at. Tuesday and Wednesday mornings are typically good for my customers because they're at work and they don't want to be at work. Or, you know, they're on their lunch break and they can kind of see that it came in and check it on their phone. Now what's great is because you've imported your contacts through the COO, you can add them here. So you don't have to type in 5,000 people. So I always go to groups because I already sorted people into groups, and that way I don't have to like individually select 15,000 million jabillion people. So it'll take a couple minutes to load. Sometimes it doesn't load because I have a lot of groups, but I can search my groups. All. Give it a minute. It's still waking up too. There it is. Yay! So you can see that I also had all because I did a couple things at the Haywood Mall. Boop, but we click this button and look, 5266. That's a lot of people. So I can just put them all in that one group, click that one group, add it, and then all those people's names are going to populate. I also always send it to myself, which is why I made myself a group called Me. And that sends it to my Gmail and my personal email. So I've got it in 2 places. I always like having a backup. So Me right here. Yay! These are all the other things that say Me. These need to be deleted, but we haven't gotten the rights to do that yet. So I'd add that. And then all these people, you can see that these many people were added. And then I can hit send now or I can hit schedule. But I'm not going to send it now because I haven't put my content in it. And you guys don't, that's for my team. So I'm not even supposed to send it to all those people. Hold on, let me figure out how, I'll figure out how to delete all those people later. Glad that we're just doing this to fake it. So let me show you what I do for my team. Because you guys have a group too, active. So you've got an active group, and then I have a group for my inactive girls. Yay! So there's 30 of you, and that actually needs to be updated because we added some new girls this month. Woo, 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 woo. So I'll add that group to this, and I'll take off all the other people because they don't need to see all of your amazing numbers. So that's how I use. Let's just go ahead and close this out. I'll deal with that later. Now let's say that I really wanted to get some new recruits. So here's the Founders Day or the Founders Sale. Is this the current one? It's 60 plus 20. That was the email that went out this morning. I'm hoping this is the current one. It said 143, so maybe this is the old one. It added 1616. That's a couple days ago. Let's not do that. But look look at all of these awesome things. Like you can pick any of these, add your contacts from your address book. If you want to let everyone know about the new products, new arrivals, all of this is done for you and it looks so cute. Oh my God. Sending these out to your hostess, your VIPs. This is just, and it looks good, you guys. This looks so good. Team stuff, the whole team will be there. Don't be surprised when you guys start seeing that showing up in your email boxes. So this is why the Media Center costs you $15 a month after your first 90 days and why it's well worth it, because you can hit all yo peoples. Birthdays, yes please. There's a lot of birthdays this time of the year. So you're going to send a birthday card to everyone, like you have a January birthday group. Send this out to everybody in one fell swoop. Book a party with me this month and you're going to get, place a reorder and you'll get off of, and then people will hopefully get some refills for their birthday. Hopefully book a party for their birthday. So the Media Center, this is what it's all about. I hope that that's good information for you guys. Let me see what else on the COO we can chat about real quick. We have other marketing resources which are really super helpful for you. Like PR gear, if you're like, what? I want one of those sweet t-shirts. This is where you can get it. So when you click over to here, this takes you to the PR gear shop where you can buy some sweet shirts and some swag, and you can buy your honey, some clothes, or business supplies. Look at that sweet umbrella. iPhone cases. I love all of these shirts. I love PR gear. What else do we have? Name badges. This is where I order your name badges. So when you activate your business, damn, you get a name badge. Office Max, we've got a sweet discount card with them. So that's how you can shop online with them. The Print Center is where you're going to order your business cards. And yeah, there is insurance available. So if you are completely self-employed and you don't have insurance right now, so you don't get penalized, you can get some really sweet rates quoted here. It's not provided by Pure Romance, it's provided by a third party, but Pure Romance is nice enough to like hook us up with that information so we get a sweet discount. And I'm gonna say that's about it for this webinar. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen now so you get to see my sleepy face. And hopefully that was good information. Hopefully that helps some of you who are still trying to figure out how you're gonna let the Media Center do business for you and stay in contact with your customers. It's worth it. That's all I can say. If you're new in your business, after your first party, send out a thank you note. And you can put people in a group like Julie's party. And that way they're in a group, Julie's party, and you can be like, oh my gosh, thanks everyone from Julie's party for coming to Julie's party and spending money with me at Julie's party, and book your own party. So it'll be Susie's party. All right, I love you guys. Thanks for staying a student and for kicking ass and taking names and never walking alone in 2016. So I hopefully will see you guys tonight at our meeting. And if you're watching this video in the future, let me know when you want to know when our next meeting is.